You don't hate your life. That's actually the problem. Someone asks you how you are, you say, good, busy, you know how it is, and you mean it, sort of. Because things are not bad. You're not in crises. And compared to everything else, everything is fine. Fine. Fine is working overtime for you right now without any benefits. Fine means I have no right to complain. Fine means do not look any closer. Fine means I've been telling this story so long, I have almost forgotten that it's a story. Here is what fine is actually covering. You are competent, capable. You handle things. You're the person people call when something needs to get done because it will get done. You have years of evidence for this. And underneath all of that, underneath the competence and the handling and the evidence, there is something you have not said out loud. You are exhausted by the version of yourself you have been performing. Not for everyone, just for everyone. It's not a breakdown. It's not a crisis. It is the quiet, low grade cost of being exactly who everyone needs you to be for so long that you've lost track of who you actually are beneath that. You don't hate your life. You just don't fully recognize yourself in it anymore. I'm Natalie Blaylock, observation optimist, facilitator. And I work with women who recognize themselves in these words, not broken, not in crises, just done performing fine. The women I work with are not missing information. They are not under resourced. They are not waiting to be told what to do. They're just waiting for someone to be in the room with them who does not need them to be okay. That's the work. I hold the mirror steady while you do the looking. 16 weeks, 4 months, 4 arcs. This is not a slumber party. We are not braiding each other's hair. Month one, most women have never heard what they actually want in their own voice, not the fine version, the real one. The one you've been softening for so long that you've almost lost it. That's where we start. Month two, you find out where it started, not to excavate, to locate. Named things lose their authority. You cannot rewrite something you will not read. Month three, the gap between what happens and how you respond, that gap is your whole life. Month three is where you learn to live in it. We build the muscle. You start choosing differently before the old reflexes fire. Okay, so we might braid each other's hair a little bit here. Month four, you step into what comes next. Not fixed, not finished, just fully yours. Simply put, you are not performing fine. Not because things got easier, because you stopped needing the performance. You walked into a room and you are exactly who you are. The ask you used to pre shrink before you even opened your mouth, you make it full size without the apology attached. The thing you have been explaining away for years, you stop explaining it, you do it. Here's a little jack in the box for you. You have more to give to the people who matter, to the work that matters, because you're no longer spending everything you have on a version of yourself you were never meant to keep. You are simply at home in your own life. That is not a promise. That is what happens when a woman who is ready stops performing and starts choosing. If you heard yourself somewhere in what I just said, you have a choice. It's called proof of intent. It's on my website. It's not a sales call and it's not a free consultation. It's a filter for both of us. Two questions. What do you want to create for yourself? And how are you going to make time for it? If you can answer both with conviction, we've got something to talk about. If you cannot answer them yet, come back when you can. This is not a dismissal. This is respect. This is not a program you sample. It is not a thing you try. It is 16 weeks of doing the work that fine has been cock blocking. You are always the common denominator in your experience of life. Now what? Natalie Blaylock, observation optimist, facilitator.